I request our very senior, we call him as Pitamaha of Agriculture, Dr. S. Patil ji, to give his vision of the Karnataka mission he is leading in Karnataka. Thank you, sir. Director General of the ICRISAT, Dr. William Dar, Chief Secretary of Karnataka State, Rangnath ji, Additional Chief Secretary, Kaushik Mukherjee ji, Chandrasekhar, Dr. Gowda, Dr. Peter, Dr. Sarvesh, Dr. Vanu, Dr. Krishnapal, participants from all the benchmark districts of the Karnataka State, University scientists and ICRISAT scientists. So I was very a little bit surprised by the topic which has been mentioned, Vision of Karnataka. But the workshop is on review of planning workshop Bhuchetana 2 and CGIAR initiative. Whatever it is, mission has a little background I will tell you, because mission has been put as one of the objectives here. I have long relation with ICRISAT. I worked as groundnut builder at Raichur for half a decade, from 82 to 87. 60% of the experimental area of ICRISAT was there at the center where I worked. So that was the collaboration we had in groundnut breeding programs. So D.R. Reddy, Nigam and others were leading the team. Then I went to Dharwad. None other than the DG was the participant of our Krishi Mela at Dharwad when I was Vice Chancellor. He came also from, and I am very happy that 22nd of next month, DG is addressing the convocation of UAS Dharwad. I think he has accepted. So this is how the relation goes. And coming to the mission. Mission is, you know, that when anything cannot happen in required speed, the missions are created. So Karnataka government created Krishi Mission in a very unique thing. When I was working as Director IRI, and the whole cabinet used to come to Karnataka Bhavan, and they summoned me that we should take over the chairmanship of the mission. Because Chief Minister himself was chairman, he said, I am very busy with my political affairs and other things. We have to take the chair. So IRA director position is very important position in the country. And for the first time that the minister was kind enough to put me on the extension for additional 3 years after completing my service. So then also, the then Chief Minister went to Sharad Pawar and told that cut his extension and we want to take him to Karnataka State. So my extension was put in a big question mark. In the meantime, I received an order from the Georgia Station of Cotton as Director of the Cotton Center, and then also received an honorary position of GFAR as Chairman. So then nothing doing, you have to come to Karnataka and you have to serve as chairman. You need Ranganath, he will tell you everything. So when I went to Chief Secretary, he said, you have not yet joined. So yes. Then I went to Raju, handed over some documents, big document that you do on this. So mission we have done, I think. Mission, I can say it is a catalyzer between two lovers, and what garden plays a role, I have been playing here. So we have really catalyzed the agricultural department and to bring in coordination between the kingdoms and departments, the universities and the line departments who have been able to. These are some of the initiatives which have come through our mission. I think all the recommendations that we have supported and the mission has done really good. So I think the total benefit which the mission has provided to Karnataka government with the least expenditure, I think a lot of new ideas we have put, a lot of new innovative things we have put, many programs are going on, and the extent, I I never missed any program of these workshops, right from Haveri to today, not even a single one I have missed. So what is the problem that always rightly mentioned by Kaushik Mukherjee and Laudaji? We have all the things, science, everything with us, but yet we have not targeted the income of the farmers. The food security has been achieved. Income security has not been achieved and nutrition security has not been achieved. So I have put the vision that there has to be income security on the top. So what is the problem that how income is not there? We announce a lot of subsidy schemes. We are very happy that so many things were. So is there any effort that subsidy to solutions? So through capacity building. So the technologies are not adopted by the farmers because there is no capital. I think the CGIAR initiative should address how to build capital of the farmers to adopt our technology. This can be the first and primary objective. How to start? Whether you want to start with earthworm culture or ajolla culture or broilers, whatever it is, he has only about 5,000 rupees. Can he increase it to 1 lakh in a given period of 1 year so that he is capable of adopting all the technologies and producing more? So this, if it is kept as the primary objective, the capital building and so that he can increase the infrastructure, then all the things whatever now said, that linking to markets, linking to value addition, this is number one item that I feel that how to build capital. Some of the technologies which can happen in short, like your cow also requires 25,000 rupees to be purchased. So you give only 12,500, provide all documents, he fills up. So where to bring 12,500? Can you start some program? So we had a IVLP program under ICR, Institute Village Linkage Program. So how to start? We just gave 1 gunta shade net where we started them to grow vegetables. The income level of the farmer on daily basis was somewhere around 500 to 1,000 rupees for 1 gunta. This is a triggering agent for capital. So then he can be upgraded. So I feel that then infrastructure can go up. The second most important thing is that on which we do not have any mention here. How many days the farmers have a work in agriculture? In dryland we have surveyed, it is ranges from 37 to 65 days. Therefore he migrates to city. When season is bad, definitely he will go out. In irrigated land also, where irrigation also is becoming uncertain due to changing rainfall situation. There also we have said maximum, if unless otherwise he has a perennial garden, it gives him employment only for 150 days with a sequential cropping of 2 paddy or 1 paddy with some other crop. So how to see that the working man days are increased from 65 to at least 300, here 150 to 300, let him also take holidays and enjoy. Can you build something as an employment that goes to non-farm jobs and not on-farm jobs? So whether we can put an initiative in the CGIAR or your Bhuchetana, whatever things are there to integrating non-farm jobs also to create wage earning. So if you go to Gujarat, Anand district, milk is one revolution, more than milk, other revolutions are there. That is, some masala making and papad making is a household business. Painting of tiles in Italy is a household business. Can you create a family business so that he or she is employed, the whole family is employed, so that the earning becomes more and they can take their own decisions? This is the crux of the problem in agriculture. I think if this is centered around all our technology, this thing, everything, I think, then finally moves to the value addition, etc., think some models were put through some other programs in Karnataka. I think CGIR, Dr. Sarkar is here. We have operated a project under Morocco funding. ICRISAT also is a partner now since this year. We really have put, yesterday I came from Bangalore to Raichur and I visited a lot of farmers field, and then I went to Gulbarga, I went to Yadgir market, went to Gulbarga market. Yadgir market, day before yesterday arrival of groundnut was 12,000 quintals in Yadgir market. Can you imagine that Yadgir has? And they have sold groundnut in September and harvested in December and January. Where the system is there in our, we have sold date of sowing for Kharif in June and for summer in January. But this area, without anybody's initiation, probably if you calculate, Yadgir is number one in groundnut production, as I could see. Coming to Gulbarga, because 4,500 rupees initiative has been announced by the Karnataka government, market is flooded with red gram. Yesterday's arrivals were 20,000 quintals. So what impact it shows when you give price. I went to agriculture college in 1961. My father sold groundnut at 125 rupees per quintal to send me to college. The gold was also 125 rupees on that day. Today gold is 30,000 and groundnut is 3,500. Can you imagine what stress the farmer has undergone through low prices? And subsidy is not the solution for low prices. So please churn out these ideas in the CGIR Institute, because 9 international giants have joined. If it can come with more number of working days, capital building through quick process, making really, and you know that BAFE operated a project called WADI. It's where agroforestry, horticulture, animal component, artificial insemination has been put. That is one of the institute in India which we are proud of, that it cut across 6 million farmers, and they called Lakshe Bag. That means a person from 1 acre can produce 1 lakh income. A very basic work these people did. If these lessons can be inducted into the CGIR initiative, here the technologies are flowing through international institutes, agriculture universities, ICRISAT. So if you can integrate and make it a holistic approach, I feel that Karnataka, I attend a lot of workshops at national and international level. Karnataka has been recognized thanks to the bureaucrats who are sitting here as the most innovative state in India regarding planning process and all that. We are happy from the mission also that whatever the support that the mission can provide through catalyzing, that I told we are catalyzers. We can catalyze the department, we can catalyze the universities, all have come together and they are working for, we have put a mission, a program. As Dr. Sarvesh mentioned, we want a technical manpower as farm facilitators. The Karnataka government was first in the country to start diploma programs in agriculture, certificate courses in agriculture. And putting agriculture graduates in the final year on the extension program for 14 weeks. Mission also has put almost 100 crore project on integrated farming system with the universities, where if you go to Raichur today, they have already on farm that where 9,000 rupees on daily basis monthly income from 1 hectare is being generated by two men and women who are put on the job, and a lot of leafy vegetables, some fruit, some fish, some goats, sheep, dairy, whatnot, and this fellow wants to go back to his field at Lingsur because he has 12 acres of land and he wants to practice this there and go back. So you see, transformation in agriculture can come only through better inputs. I think seed, quality fertilizer, quality pesticide, quality weedicide, that I think the department is doing really well. As rightly mentioned, machines are going to be, I will find a good name, a very attractive name, Shankarani Rodaji, I think we are really. So what we would like to conclude is that the integrated farming or anything, it should result into the non-farm jobs and capital build-up. And can we educate farmer to the extent that he can prepare his own business plan of agriculture, so that he puts into regional, national and international markets and there has to be scouting and guidance through our science-led agriculture that what he should produce, which will. Yesterday, when I visited, while coming from Yadgir to Shahpur, I visited one farmer's field by Vijay Lambani. He was packing this fig. How much he has harvested from 6 acres on the day before yesterday was 6 quintals, fetching 60 rupees per kilo. 600 kg into 60 rupees, 36,000 rupees. He was pocketing on the same day. People were coming and standing in the queue. It is an intercropping mango and not an entire crop. So these innovative ideas, I think probably we are happy that CGIAR institutes will be putting to drought proofing as well as income generation. I hope that we have a challenge in 12th plan that fortunately I was the working group chairman for preparing the draft proposal of ICR for agriculture research and education, and all these things that like a wage earner, like a teacher or policeman or a class 4 servant, there should be daily and monthly income to farmers, not one-time income through drying crops. If that can be inducted, and all research will also in ICR where they have created 15 platforms to address this, and the budget has been 2.5 times budget has been given than the last 5-year plan. This year it is 25,500 crores is the ICR budget. There also I think we can derive some platforms where we can work and put our initiatives there. With this on a holistic way, I think I am optimistic that with this type of support from policies and bureaucracy, budget and catalyzers like AgriMission, we will definitely see that the CGIAR initiative and the Bhoo Chaitanya 2 and the sustainability, I am optimistic that it is going to be the reality in Karnataka, which can be followed by other states and other countries. Already some other countries are at us, and the such as Krishi Mission was copied and this has been put in Haryana and Punjab. Fortunately, our own senior Dr. Paroda is the chairman in those 2 states. I think it is a good initiative that will really play a catalyzing agent to these projects also. With this, I thank the organizers, both the Karnataka government and also the ICRISAT DG for providing me an opportunity to share my ideas, to support and take the initiatives to the higher level of performance. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for